available in the luxury series, in the traditional, curve, cascade, as well as our swim spas. In this case, the Cascade 2. So when you first turn on the spa and set the breaker, you'll see this mode come up. This is your priming mode, as it shows here on the bottom. What this allows you to do is independently turn the pumps on or off, and just make sure that the jet lines are purged of any air that may be trapped inside. So we can just easily press the button here. So that's low speed. You can see it's a lighter blue, and the whole thing lights up when it's on high speed. So now pump 1's on high speed. You can go to pump 2, low speed, high speed. And we recommend turning each pump on individually so you can make sure that each pump individually is primed and there's no air trapped in the lines. Easy indication of the jet's operating is just seeing the water smoothly come out of each jet. So now that we've seen that through all 3 pumps, we can just hit this button here, which is labeled exit, and exit out of priming mode. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is we're going to touch spa, and this invert button right here is going to reorient the top side, the display, so that it's now facing us outside of the spa. That way you're not crooking your neck the whole time here while you're using it. So basic operation here for turning the pumps on and off is very simple. If a pump is off, in this case, touching it once will bring it into low speed, touching it twice into high speed. Pressing it one more time, we'll turn it off. Now, low speed is going to have a 60-minute timeout automatically on the spa. High speed is going to have a 15-minute timeout automatically on the spa. Also on this row of buttons to choose from, on the end here you'll see the light button. Very simple, just as it lights up, the spa will light up. And then if you turn it off and then back on, you can access a different mode for the lighting. So every time I turn this on and off, it's going to go into a different mode. If I turn it off and just wait for a brief moment and then turn it back on, it'll stay in that same mode. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into some basic operations or mode options for the spa. So we'll go ahead and go back to our main menu. For adjusting temperature, we're actually going to physically press where it says set right there. We're going to press that 100. Now we can use these arrows to toggle up and down and adjust the temperature that we want the spa to reach. Okay, very simple. And then this back button here to exit out. For adjusting modes on the spa, we're going to go into our settings. Okay. On the settings option, you'll see on the very top, your temp range, you have a high or a low range. With the high range, you'll be able to set the temperature all the way up to 104. With the low range, temperature maximum will be 99. Okay. We also have an option of a rest or ready mode below, and just touching that ready will change it to rest. Just touching that rest, we'll go ahead and change it to ready. Now the spa is going to come in ready mode. If you change it to rest mode, the spa is only going to heat during filter cycles, making it slightly more economic for power consumption. Okay. We can also go down here and adjust time of day. Simple, very intuitive. Just go ahead and touch whatever number you want to adjust, and then use your arrows to adjust as needed. One thing that our customers with a salt system, or potentially customers with a frequent higher bather load, may want to do is also adjust their filter cycles. To do so, we're simply going to touch filter cycles, and then we can go in and adjust the time that the filter cycle is starting, as well as how long it's running for, and we can also engage an additional filter cycle. So once again with this, we're just going to press the actual number we want to adjust, and then use the arrows here at the bottom left to adjust that number up or down as needed. So you can see here, very simple operation. When you exit out, that'll save whatever adjustments you've made to the settings. And now let's talk about locking and unlocking your control system here. So if we go into settings, we have a lock option right below invert panel. So if I press lock, it'll allow us to choose if we're just going to lock the settings, so your ability to adjust the settings of the spa, or go ahead and lock the entire panel. Okay. So to do that, we're going to change it from off to on. So now we've locked the entire panel. and it's going to ask us if we're sure. If we hit this this arrow here, this is your save button. Now the panel is locked. Okay. To unlock, we're simply going to press the unlock button. We're going to select what we'd like to unlock, and we're going to hold our finger down right in the center of the display for 5 seconds. Now you can see it's changed from on to off, and we're unlocked. Very simple process. Same thing applies if you want to adjust your lock setting just for the settings of the spa. If you don't want someone to be able to adjust your filter cycles, any of the settings or changes you've made to your spa, we can turn that on here. Same process. Just turn it on and hit the save button here, and then we'll lock out the ability to adjust settings. Same process to go ahead and unlock. We'll press. We'll go into settings here, and interesting. If we go to adjust anything, it'll ask us if we want to lock and unlock. We're going to go to settings. Now we want that to change from being locked to off. We're going to hold it right in the center here for 5 seconds, and now that lock option is off on settings. So very simple to adjust that on or off for you.